Yo, he's pissing down. Look at this, man. He's playing with me. Madness, man. David Moyes' crap blew on me. David Moyes' crap blew on me. How do you mean, man? David Boyce's. It's not David Boyce's. Big up Boise. R.I.P. Yeah. I got four pair. I got two pair. That's my favorite episode. Well, one of them. They're all wicked, aren't they? That's one of them, though. David Moyes' crap blew on me. David Moyes' crap blew on me. Yo, done did the men die. We done did the men die. We done did them in. Straight up. I love it, man. It's redemption, man. It's right, isn't it? It's redemption. Like, yo, Lingard, I know what you're dealing with, dog. Like, yeah, if VAR was around, dog, yo, you might get that penalty, right? But I'm telling you, dog, Noble pulled you down like a little kid, dog, like a little bitch, dog. Homeboy pulled you down, like, grabbed the back of your shirt and I love that. Right in front of the ref, too. It's almost like the ref saw it, but he was like, no, there's no VAR. Lingard's acting like a little bitch. There's no VAR. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it a lot. What a match. What a match. What a match. What a match. Like, yo, it is a shame about Ryan Fredericks. Like, yo, he was just getting into his own. Big up E20's own TV. But yeah, Lingard was just getting into his own. No, Lingard, sorry. Who was I talking about? Who was I talking? Oh, Fredericks. That's what I was talking about, wasn't it? Fredericks was just getting into his own, and then like, bosh, injured. Yo, Lingard. Like it's like he has something against us now, man. It's like I don't know. Like I appreciate the not celebrating the goal thing, but that's him, isn't it? He is a competitor, so it's like he wants to compete. And when you got like basically the man to put, and it was on like Survivor Island, that broke something like that. But yeah, that was dope. It's like it's almost like he knew what he did, but it's like there was no VAR, so homeboy was like, yeah, they ain't gonna prove nothing. Like that's how corrupt referees are, though. That's how corrupt referees are. Like I know it went for us, but if it went against us, we would have been like, yo, just pull the man down. But it was good to see because it was on our side. Then we're starting to get a bit of those favorable calls because we're like playing a bit really good. We're playing a bit really good. I ain't even playing with you. It's funny, man. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. David Moyes is sky blue on me. David Moyes is sky blue on me. I love that, dog. I love that, man. That was dope. That was live. But big up to the one person watching this, whoever you are. Big yourself up, man. But like, yo, I saw you this time. Look at this. It's pissing down, man. See what I do for y'all, man? I do this for y'all, man. And it's pissing down. No business. I can't rain don't bother me. Everybody's like, oh, yo, you should like carry a brownie and this, that, and the third. Piss on a brownie, dog. I'm a man. I don't need no brownie. I got a hood, dog. Put this up. I'm fine. Straight up, man. I ain't even playing with y'all, man. But yo, that was yo from our second string team or what up, Rise? What are you saying, rude boy? Big up your blood clot self, dog. Yes, You get all of those, dog. How you mean? Big yourself up, big yourself up, big yourself up, stab, 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 stabs. But it's like, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, even our second string team looks like better than most. Like if we were playing Watford, somebody like them, on business, I put out our second string team, dog. Like how we did not get 4 goals in the last 4 minutes, I don't understand because you had Yarmolenko who can't buy himself a goal right now. Homeboy cannot buy him. If he paid like 1 week's wages, which is ridiculous because it's like what, 1,000 like 14, 15 something like British sterling, just to sound like posh. You get what I'm saying? If like Brethren, if he paid like 1 week's of wages, which is like good enough for me for like 2 years of wages, dog, he couldn't buy that. He couldn't buy a goal. Like that was set. That was set. Game set and match done. And like, yo, and then Noble tried to not make the keeper. He couldn't get himself a goal. And then Bowen just like he was on the wrong side of the post, wasn't it? Like, yo, I don't get it, man. What's Ryan saying? Ryan saying hi. Man, God, just under an hour left to work. Good for you, boy. Good for you. When you get off, like have something that I'm showing you, dog. I found the illest like kebab shop in the world. Like, and I'm saying in the world. Like, yo, if I could send it to you, if I could send a kebab to you, I would. Like, this place is legit. And it's weird. It's like Rusty B gets his kebabs are like, oh my God. And I'm like, how are you gonna get kebabs from a fish shop? Brethren, I'm showing you this kebab. It's from a fish shop. And it is like the boomest thing ever. Like I let my dad have like 2 pieces of it. And he's like, yo, we need to get that. I was like, I know. We got one last night, then we got one tonight. Like, they're that good. They are that good. But yo, Rise, if you're around, because I know like last hour work and things, so you might be busy and shit. But like, what did you think about KraL? I was impressed. I was well impressed. I didn't think he'd be that good. Like he was tidy on the ball. He was passing it around nice. He was unlucky to like not get a goal. And I know it wasn't going like he didn't take a shot on goal, but it deflected and like almost went in what's his name? Baella. I don't know. He wants to be called that. It's Bailey, but James Rodriguez. It's really James Rodriguez, isn't it? But like, yeah, Baella. Or no, Desai, because Desai used to play for Chelsea. And I remember this United supporter. I was watching like West Ham against United one time. And I was like, barely this, barely that. And they're like, no, you said like the whatever I just said. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I'm not even licked, dog. And Desaya. So I don't know. It's something weird like that. I don't know. It's Bailey. Like, yeah. But I barely like basically, you know, deflected it. But hey, when you play well, you get lucky. And when like I don't care what nobody says, dog. You take a shot in the box, it's a 50-50 chance that it might go in through deflection, through just like hitting it like in the sweet spot, whatever. Like you have to take the shot. You have to take that chance. You have to like if you don't like take that chance on nothing, then you ain't gonna get nothing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I was impressed with KraL, man. He ran his bollocks off. Number one, he drew people out of like position. Number two, he was good off of the ball. Well, I know that is off of the ball, but he was also good off the ball. Like when, the men them were in danger and like, he's like, yo, passing the ball. He looked a lot fitter than I thought he looked. But maybe that's just like Moyes getting like drilling him. Straight up, I was well impressed, man. I was well impressed with the bunch of them, to tell you the truth, man. I thought Diop, like I know I named this video like ALeX KraL, just because he kind of like exceeded expectations. But Diop, wow, that was the Diop of old. And I think Zuma has brought us that Diop back. And I think that's the future right there, man. Diop, Zuma, and Areola. Like, come on. Did you see that one? Did you see that one chance the Mata had? And it's like Areola came out, done cleared the shot, went back, and then like it was going in the goal. Like Mata was like going down the byline on the right hand side. And then like he put it in and it was just gonna dip into the goal. And Areola was like Spider-Man and just like, watch. And then he saved the next one like off of his legs. I was like, what? Like, yo, that is, if that's our backup keeper, oh my days. Like, yo, homeboy is ill. Would I have him starting over Fabianski? Yes, I would. Would like 50% of the fan base have him starting over Fabianski? Probably not. But I would. 100% I would. I'd have Areola in goal against Leeds. 100. I know that's not going to happen, but yo, differently. I think homeboy is ill, very, very, very ill. Um, ill meaning good, like bad, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Like Areola, top notch. KraL, top notch. And these are our second string players. These are like bench warmers, man. Like Vlasic, I seen I seen enough to like just his movement. I can tell a player's good just by his movement, and his movement was on point. And yeah, so Vlasic, two thumbs up for me. Like I'm judging a movie, like a Netflix movie, dog. Straight up, two thumbs up for me, man. Um, who else, man? Lanzini, wasn't it fitting? Lanzini scored the goal in like our away top that looks like an Argentinian top, and he's Mr. Argentina. Like, yo, that was fitting, man. Like the Argentinian scoring a goal wearing like basically the same colors as like nations like colors. You know what I mean? That was just like it was fitting. It was, and it was a wicked like it was a wicked effort from Fredericks. Like he done nutmeg the boy and then went around him and passed him the ball. But you could see after he nutmegged him, he was like hurting. Even before he passed the ball, you could see he was hurting. But yo, he was able to get it across, man, even after he nutmegged the boy. Like that was, but we could have had 4 goals in like the last like 10 minutes, man. 4 goals in 4 minutes, yeah, but it was the last 10 minutes, wasn't it? And like, yo, like who was it? It was Yarmolenko, it was Bowen, it was Noble, and then there was another one, but I forget who it was. It was Yarmolenko, it was Bowen, it was Noble, and I forget who the last one was, but there was the next one still. But yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I was well impressed, but then you got the League Cup draw, and I apologize. I know I did a video before this, and I called it FA Cup draw. My bad. Like I don't know. You know why? Honestly, because it seemed like an FA Cup match to me. Straight up, like that did seem like an FA Cup match to me. Like it didn't seem like a League Cup match. And everybody's saying about how the players, the managers, and everybody they don't really care about the League Cup. But you see Tottenham and Wolves when they were taking the penalties, they were like huffing and puffing and like, yo, had that look on their face like, yo, we gotta win this, we gotta win this. I'm like, what? Nobody cares about the League Cup? And then you had Chelsea and Villa, same thing. And like they're like, oh, yo, like Whoever says they don't care about the League Cup is full of that, dog. Quadruple that, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. Like, I was well impressed, man. Well impressed with how the people, well, how other teams like took the seriousness of it. And it is serious. It's the League Cup, man. It's a cup. A cup is a cup is a cup is a cup. Might not be the FA Cup, but yeah, I do apologize because the last video I put out, I was like FA Cup draw, like when we drew City. So I'm not worried about who would have thought we beat Manchester United at the theater of schemes, man. Like, yo, I ain't worried, man. Let's have it, man. Let's bring them on, dog. Bring them on. We're playing just as good football as Manchester City right now, man. Let's shut off their blue moon, dog. Straight up, man. I ain't even playing, dog. Let's shut off their blue moon, dog. Blue moon. Yeah, we'll pour pretty bubbles all over there. Blue moon. Straight up, man. I ain't even playing with you, man. But yeah, no, I was well impressed, man. Today it was a good day. And I was impressed, like I said, with Areola, KraL, Bowen, he's just that's a given. He reminds me of Jamie Vardy now. It's weird. He'd chase flies if he could for fun, like on a weekend. And yeah, like we didn't have no Declan Rice. We didn't have no Thomas Suchek. We didn't have no Michael Antonio. We didn't have no Benny Blanco. We didn't have no like Kurt Happy Zuma. Like, come on, man. Like, are you playing with? I thought Natsuaku looked good too. Oh shoot, Darren's up in the building. Trust you would keep him up, Peach. I am. Darren, I hope you're well, my son. I really do. Um, yeah, I'm sure you're well after that little spice up a victory, dog. I'm sure you're well, man. That was something special. Last time we won there was in 2007 when Tevez did his masterclass free kick, dog. That's the last time we won there, you know. What's that? 2007, 2017, 18, 19, 21. Like, that's 13 years ago. Lucky number 13, dog. How do you mean? Yo, my girl, she's not my girl, but she's my girl. Like, you know what I mean? T, man. Like, yo, her birthday is April 13th, dog. And it's like she considers that the luckiest day. It's all in the mind about like that Friday the 13th thing, all this, that, and the third. And like, yeah, man, that it is 13 years, isn't it? 2007, 2017 is 10. And then 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh no, there's 14 years. Shit. You're right. I don't know who I'm calling right, but not me. I wasn't right. What's Darren saying? Darren is saying played them twice in 4 days and matched them all the way. Matched them all the way in the first match, matched them all the way in the second match. Yo, let's go to Old Trafford in a league game, dog, and do them in, man. How do you mean, man? How do you mean, man? I ain't even playing with you. I love that. You know what? Honestly, just between like me and Darren and Rise and whoever else is watching this, like, yo, Ali Gunny Solskjaer, I it sounds funny when they say his name. Like, I can't say his name. Ali Gunny Solskjaer, babyface assassin. You get me? I liked him as a player. I thought he was wicked as a player. Like homeboy used to come on for his club, super sub two things and like score a goal. Wicked. And he was humble. But this manager, like babyface assassin manager type things, I ain't digging it. I think he's a pretentious little like pussy old dog. Like when they beat us like in the league, like he was celebrating like they won the FA Cup, man. He was celebrating like they won the league, dog. He was celebrating like they won the Champions League, dog. I wasn't buying it. He was all like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, no, like, really? And then after he's like, oh, my job was like this close to being gone, but now it's not. Like, no, your job's still close to this much being gone. Cause like your team ain't that good. You got to, but it's like you got the Harlem Globetrotters, but they ain't playing ball. Like you could have the most expensive players and all of that, but if they don't gel as a team, you're shit. You know what I mean? And his team is playing like shit. Like for the amount of talent and the names that they have, for the amount of money that they cost, you ain't touching our Sue Fowl for 5.4 million. You ain't touching our Suchek for like 18 something million. You ain't touching our Bowen for like 18 something million. You ain't even touching our Vlasic for like 30 something million. You ain't touching our Zuma for 30 something million. Okay, McGuire. Listen, McGuire, I'll show you this, Doc. If Zuma was English, like yourself, Mr. $50 million man, you'd have a tough time getting into Gareth Southgate's squad, Doc, because Homeboy would have your spot sewed up. Sewed up like one of those grannies, like knitting like scarves and thing, Doc. Yo, he would have your position sewed up, man. Sewed up to snowed up, man. I ain't even playing, man. Yo, Moyes is better and his stock is sky high at the moment. See what I'm saying? What was it? What was it? Atletico Madrid, wasn't it? Then like Sunderland, Atletico Madrid, like Manchester United before that. Was it no Real Sociedad? It was it Atletico Madrid. I think it might have been Real Sociedad. I don't know. It's one of them teams there in Spain. That's all I'm saying. But like, yo, man, his stock went from here to here. Pellegrini's stock went from here to here. Pellegrini was the worst mistakes that like we ever made, man. Tony Gotti came out today and said like he was so impressed with what David Moyes has done, and I agree with him. I agree with him. I think what David Moyes has done has been brilliant, but he wouldn't have been able to do that without his backroom staff. And it's all coming together. They're all a unit. You can see Naveen, you can see Nolan, you can see Piercy, you can see Moyes. Like they're one to one to one to one. Jesse Lingard's a pussy hole now, you know. Like he's pissed me off like the last match when he scored the goal, even though like it was a worldie. Agree with that. But like today, man, like you know, and him going down to piss me off. See, I was about to go on a tangent. I was about to, yo, no, real, trust me, real things, dog. But it's like, yo, you know what pissed me off today, dog? That pussy hole. Uh, 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 what did they got Chelsea guy was the Desai, so they call him like Bayi when his name's Bailey. Bailey, like James Rodriguez. Your name's James, dog. Like, get it right. That's how it's spelled. Straight up, man. But anyways, Bailey. She gets pushed right here. You get me? I just heard honking. That's why I'm like looking around still. But yo, he gets pushed right here. Homeboy did a Rivaldo. Remember in the World Cup? It was like way back, like early 2000s or some shit, man. I was like a youth, and I remember like Rivaldo got like pushed here, and then like no, he didn't even get pushed here. He got kicked in the leg. Brethren, it was by the corner flag. He got kicked in the leg, and then he went like this. Oh, and went down. Like he got shot up in the face. And then Bailey done did the same thing today. I forget who it was, but homeboy like pushed him in the chest, and he went, oh, like, yo, if you want a Grammy Award, go act. You know what I mean? Like, don't play football, dog. This ain't the right game for you, man. Like, yeah, it's been hard for you to settle in at Manchester United because you ain't that good. It wouldn't even matter if you were at Brighton. You ain't that good. Like, overrated, man. Lindelof, overrated, man. Van der Beek, that dog. How do you mean that? I ain't even playing you, man. Lunchtime with Peach. Is it lunchtime where y'all are at, man? No, it's not. 12. Lunchtime with Peach. No, Bridget. It's like 12 in the morning, dog. Like midnight things, dog. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning where you're at, man. Lunchtime with Peach. Lunchtime with Peach will be 5 o'clock your time in the afternoon, dog. I ain't even playing. Like I stay up to do these things for y'all, man. I come out and like pissing down rain to do these things for y'all, man. Straight up. Because it's all about y'all, man. Straight up. I just like to talk my two things and like, get what other people are saying. Like, yo, let me know. Like, does Ariel start the next match? Number one. Does KraL start the next match? Number two. Um, I know Noble basically is just like a Europa League Cup, FA Cup player this season, but I think he's doing more behind the scenes. I see that. Um, Fredericks, how long? Well, nobody can really say how long do you think he's going to be out for because, like, probably has to have a scan and all them things. You know what I mean? 11:15 in Bangkok. I didn't know you were in Bangkok, Doc. My bad. I did not know that. I did not know that. So yeah, lunchtime for Daza. Lunchtime for Daza. Daza, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna eat? What you gonna eat to eat food? Daza, what you gonna do for lunchtime? Let me know. Are you gonna eat some jelly beans? Are you gonna eat some tofu? Like Carabao country, here we come. Done no man. Carabao, Caraboa. I think I didn't even say it. Caraboa, Kakarachu. That's what it is, man. Straight up, it's the how'd that go, man? Carabao, Kakarachu. It's the Kakarachu Cup. Kakarachu. We're gonna win the Kakarachu Cup. Yo, I fancy us, I fancy. Look, see that? See, my jacket is ringing, dog. Do you see this? Do you see this? My jacket is ringing, dog. I ain't even playing with you, but I know business. I'm business, man. Yo, instant noodles. Boom. What flavor though? What flavor, dog? You can't just say instant noodles, dog. Like chicken, beef, like seafood things, like because I imagine in Bangkok they got like all them flavors, dog. 'Cause that's where they come from, right? You got to put hot sauce in it, though, man. You have to put hot sauce in it. I don't business what the it is. You have to put hot sauce in it, dog. Straight up. That's real talk, man. You have to put hot sauce up in the noodles, man. Straight some salt, some pepper, maybe some hot sauce. Like, yo, don't let Pete's down. You have to put some hot sauce up in it, man. You have to. You have to. What flavor you got? What flavor? What flavor? My favorite flavor of the noodles, like the instant noodles, is probably beef. My girl got me, well, my ex girl, she got me onto them, man. The beef ones. She got me onto them. They were dope. They got these dope little things. When I went to the United States, they like, cause like I'll go there to vacation sometimes in Florida, and they got like 7-Elevens there, which is just like it's just like what? It's like a news shop. It's like a corner store, and like you go in there, and it's like you can get these little things called taquitos, and they're like little half tacos, half burritos, and you can get like steak and cheese, chicken and cheese, and they're ghetto. Like it's pure drunk food, dog. Like when you come out of the club and like you go to like, or like in Florida, it's like beach park things, and you go to like the 7-Eleven, you get these little taquitos, and they're ghetto. Like they've been like cooking all day, like in that like heater thing, and yo, they're just as ghetto as the noodle things, but it's like yo, they're dope. They're dope. But you gotta have hot sauce with them too. Straight up, man. Chili and yes. Chicken. You know what? Let me show you this. Right? Let me show you this. Let me wet my whistle. Hold on. You know what, man? I'll show you this. When I was young, like whenever I went to the mall like mom with my friends and that, just to talk to two girls, go to the food court, all them things, right? We always used to like go to the food court, and all the boys I was with, they'd be getting like, hamburger, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, this, that, and the third. I was always on to some Mexican thing because I like the rice. I like the chicken. You know what I mean? I like the salsa, the hot sauce. Like I love them things, right? And like, I saw you, man. It's like I always used to like eat. I always used to mix it up. So it'd either be Mexican, where I got what I just told you I got, or it would be like this Japanese place. And this Japanese place, they had like a flat grill. And they do like chicken, beef, whatever you want, with rice, mushroom. You get what I'm saying? So my go-to rise, not rise, Darren, Dazza. My go-to Daz was beef teriyaki with the rice, extra mushrooms, and then they always used to serve it with like bean sprouts and bamboo shoots. And I was like, nah, ain't about that. Nah, ain't about that. Just give me double mushrooms, rice, the beef and extra sauce, of course, with hot sauce on the side so I could like fire it up. But then as I got older, you know what I mean? It's like I appreciated the bean sprouts, which are basically bamboo shoots. Yeah, they're basically the same shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, well, hold on. What's that? Yakitori. What does that mean? Yakitori. Yo, show me what that means. Is that's probably like the beef with the rice and the mushrooms and thing. So I used to get like the beef with the rice. I used to get extra teriyaki sauce on it. Don't know. I'm like a sauce man, like big up rib man. But I'm a sauce man, dog. So I used to get the beef, and they like they put it on like chop it up like on the grill, chop it up, and then like they put the rice on, put a thing over the rice to like steam it, and then I'd be like extra mushrooms. So they put the extra mushrooms in, chop it up, boom. But they always no, they didn't really chop up the mushrooms. I always kind of left them in quarters. But like, dope, hot sauce on the side, banging. And then I used to be like, yeah, they used to be like, oh, do you want bean shoots or bean sprouts? Same thing. And like, or bamboo shoots or bean sprouts, same thing. Like exactly the same thing. Hold up. Meat done on hot barbecue or hot plate. It was like hot barbecue, hot plate. It was like a grill, like just like a big flat grill. You know what I mean? Like a big flat grill. There's no other else way I can say it. It was just like a big flat grill, dog. So they got the beef, flops, you put it on, chop, like on some Benny Harness shit. You know what I mean? On some Benny Harness shit, man. So like they just put it on the grill, on the grill, but it was like flat, like a gray silvery kind of like flat like surface, and like firing hot dog. But they used to put the beef on that, chop it up, and then like they get the mushrooms, put them down, and then they get the rice, put that down. They put like a thing over like kind of like they put a wok, but like upside down over like the rice and the mushrooms, so they steamed. And then they always used to say, "You want bean sprouts or like bamboo shoots," which are the same shit. And I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't want none of them vegetable things. That was my ignorance as a youth, dog. That was my ignorance as a youth, dog. But then growing up, I was like, yo, these things are live when they're cooked right. They're nice and crispy. They're beautiful, dog. And then I used to get hot sauce on the side. It was like sriracha with like some flavor. It wasn't just sriracha. It was like sriracha with like, I think they might have even, honestly, I think they might have even like put a bit of like soy sauce and teriyaki sauce like in the hot sauce because it was on some next level things, man. And yeah, that was my go-to. But like all my brethren, all the people that I was with, like the boys that I went to the mall with to like go chat to two gals, they were having like all cheeseburger, hamburger, like typical like North American shit, man. I ain't about that, dog. Like, yo, if I wasn't getting Mexican, I was getting the Japanese thing. If I wasn't getting the Japanese thing, I was getting the Mexican thing, dog. Trust me. What's that's the same. Cooked in a little teriyaki sauce, you done know? Not a little, dog. I used to get like double. Like they put one spoonful on, I'd be like, yep, and more. Put another one on, be like, yep, and more. Put another one on, yeah, I'm good. Trust me. Trust me, man. Trust me, that was like, yo, there's this place like so where I go to the Dunya, the grocery shop, like just down the road, just get odds and ends and this and that to like cook and help out my mother and father and that. They got this like little Japanese place there, and the workers in the Dunya, aka grocery shop, they rave about it. They're like, "Oh, this place is like all the workers eat there, so it has to be good. If all the workers eat there, it has to be good." You know what I mean? Because they got like a few little food things up in the place, but they all go there. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I'm gonna try that tomorrow, man, because I miss that, man. That Japanese. Can't even speak Japanese, but I'm gonna try two things tomorrow at the Japanese little spot there because they got like they do chicken teriyaki, steak teriyaki, or beef teriyaki, tofu teriyaki. They do sushi, but I don't like the grocery like store sushi, man. If I'm getting sushi, I want it like cut up there and then straight up. And I love me some sushi, dog. I love me some sushi. I love all types of sushi, dog. Like I love like the sushi, like if you get on the rice and that, like the what you call it, the white tuna, the red tuna, the salmon, the yellow fin, whatever it's called. Like, yo, I dig that shit. And then like the rolls that they got, like spider rolls was like soft shell crab and like a roll. I love soft shell crab, doc. I could eat soft shell crab like for a week and not get bored of it. I ain't even playing with you. I could eat Indian food for a week, not get bored of it. I could eat Japanese food for a week and not get bored of it. I could eat Mexican food for a week. I'd be like, yo, I'd be blowing wind like it's going out of sing, but like I wouldn't get bored of it, doc. Like, and then kebabs. I told you, like, we went to this place. Like, I've been there for the last 5 days. I'm not even joking you. Last Thursday, I went there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They was closed on Monday. Today, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? No, today's Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday because West Ham played Tuesday. So then Wednesday. So I think minus one of those days. So out of 6 days, I've been there 5 times, dog. They're that dope. And when I go home, it's in my little toaster oven. Cause like what I'll do is like I'll eat half of it and then I'll leave half for later. Like I don't want to do. I don't want to devour it all at once. You know what I mean? I want to like save it. And I still got a trifle that my mother made, dog. So it's like, yo, I can done eat the kebab and then have a trifle for dessert, dog, with custard and cream all upon them things, dog. Straight up, my mom makes the illest trifle. Like, yo, I ain't even playing with you. She makes her trifle is out of this world. Straight up, man. I ain't even joking, man. What Daz is saying? I was gonna call you Gaza right there, but they called you Daza. I already done called you. What was it? What's the other point in the chat? I already called you like Reese, and then I called you Gaza, Daza. No disrespect, dog. I apologize. My bad. But Daz is saying Japanese curry on rice, puckamate. Yo, trust me. Trust me. How do you mean, dog? People don't know about this. Shh. Keep those things quiet, dog. People don't know about them things, dog. Even Thai curry, dog. Thai curry is killer, dog. Like Japanese curry, nobody knows about them things. Thai curry, a few people know about them things. Indian curry, everybody knows about. But it's what kind of Indian curry do you get? So, yo, let me ask you this. Daza, you go to an Indian restaurant. What's your curry of choice? Mine is lambuna. What's yours, dog? If I'm in the mood for like, okay, if I'm in Canada, I'll get lambuna. If I'm in England, I'll get jalfrezi, chicken jalfrezi. If I just like don't feel like spice that night, I get a butter chicken with a butter naan and pilau rice all the way around for all of the curries there. Done. So pilau rice, butter naan for every curry that I just mentioned. Straight up. And then sometimes a cheeky chicken tikka masala if like, yo, I want something a bit more like flavorful than a butter chicken. You know what I mean? Like what's Dazzle saying? I've been called a lot. Yo, I always say that, Doc. I always say that, man. I always say that, man. Trust me. Yo, you're on the same page as me, man. You're on the same page as me. Like certain times people be like, they'll say something like, oh, this or that. And I'll be like, yeah, no, I've been called a lot worse. Like, or like people are like something like, I don't know, they say two things. And I'm just like, yo, I can't complain about nothing. Because even if I did, nobody would listen. So it's like, yeah, no, you with the, I've been called a lot worse. And like me with the, if I complained about two things, nobody would listen anyways. Trust me, I get you, man. I get you, man. So how's life? Yo, it's me and this is the Peach and Dazzler show right now, dog. I don't business. What's life like in where was it that you said you were? It was in Bangkok. What's life like in Bangkok, dog? Like, what do you do in if that's not too personal? You don't have to go into like details like, oh, I work here and do that. But like, what do you do in Bangkok? Do you enjoy it there? Are you originally like a Londoner? Um, or were you raised and brought up there? Yo, tell me about Bangkok, dog. Honestly, I want to know. I'm interested because I never been like to them parts of the world, dog. Never, never. I ain't been to none of them Asian places at all, dog. At all. Which is like disgusting because I would love to, but I never been, man. Like I've been to Venezuela, which was probably probably the most exotic place I went. I went to Barbados, went to Bahamas. Never went to like. I'd like to go to. Excuse me. I'd like to go to Panama. Straight up. I'd like to go there, but it's like Thailand. I heard is really clean, which I respect a lot. Like I respect that a lot. Trust me. Like that's a good look. And like, yeah, no, I heard Thailand's bomb. Boom meaning good. Like I heard Thailand's like or boom meaning bomb, just like how I say it. But I heard Thailand's good. I heard I've never known anybody that's been to Bangkok. I've known people that have been to Japan. And excuse my ignorance if it's like in one of these areas. Excuse my ignorance, please. Excuse my ignorance. But I know people that have been to China and then like gone on and lived there and taught English, which is just like that's kind of like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. The word I'm looking for. It's kind of like not a cheap trick, but it's just like you already talk English, like, and you're gonna go there and teach English, like, yeah, you got all the skills in the world. Like, you're basically just gonna talk what you talk and teach them what you talk, and like get paid for it. Like, that's kind of like a cheap trick, dog. That's like, I don't know. That I think that's lame. I think that's lame. But like, yo, you might do that. I don't know. I don't know. So my bad. Don't judge me. But I'm just saying I know like two people like who went to China, went to Japan, and then like yo, they just start teaching English, and it's just like really, that's the best you could do. Like if that's what you do, don't get it twisted. Like yo, I respect you if you do that. Done though. But like the people that I know that went there and did that, it was like they were on like last chance saloon to like do anything. So and they weren't really cool anyway. So it's like whatever. But like, yeah, no, I'd love to go to Thailand, dog. I love to go to Bangkok. I love to go to Japan, China. Like, how you mean, man? Singapore, like Tokyo, like Bangkok's probably in one of them places I just mentioned. I was too daft to even like realize that. But yeah, yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I want to know. I want to know, dog. What do you do there, doc? Or how is it there? Like, do you enjoy it there? Or like, what were you born there? Like, I want to know, man. Honestly, I didn't even say anything, man. I ain't even playing. Hold on one second, doc. Sorry, man. I'm just trying to light up this Zuby still, but it's like too much wind up in the area still. I couldn't light the top, man. And yo, this shit's legal down here now, so we can like smoke wherever. Like, yo, I could be walking down the street, puffing out one of these things, and they'd be like, they can't do nothing to me, doc. They can't do nothing. They could just look at me. They could just look at me, and I'd be like, yeah, what? And you're gonna do what? And what? They can't do nothing to me, dog. My eyes might be as red as like the Trinidadian and Tobago flag, dog, but they can't do nada to me, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. And then people say, oh, it's not a good thing to promote bollocks. It like I had a tumor in my pancreas, dog, and that like cured it. That cured it. Like it got rid of it. So like for people that don't think like the best medicine is a medicine that's grown in the ground for like hundreds of thousands of years. They're talking out of their behind, putting on rewind. Where's Kieran at, man? I sent Kieran the link to come on here with me, dog. But it's like, yo, I'm just gonna check the guest still, see if he's up in the room. No, he's not up in the room, man. I done text Karen. Oh, see, Dazzler comes through, dog. Thank you very much, man. Cause I hate when I ask two people two things and they're like too cool for school. They don't want to answer. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, my boy answered, dog. Not great, mate. Mass unemployment at the moment due to COVID. I hear that. I'm lucky still got a job and do a little bit of teaching. Word up. My old mom lives in Gatesy and Dukes area. So like Dartford. Been in Asia for 20 years. Wow, good for you. Excellent, 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 excellent. See, I wasn't downing the teaching thing, but the people that I knew that wanted to go there for teaching, they just like hopped on a bandwagon. That's what I was trying to say before. They hopped on a bandwagon. And it was like, that was the only thing they could like do to get down there. And it's like they always wanted to go them ways. And the only way they could go them ways and get paid was to do that, which I think is the total opposite from you. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, real talk. I respect that still, man. I respect that still, man. Trust me, man. So we got leads next. We got leads next. Daza, are we gonna do leads in? And Moyes isn't gonna put Areola in goal. I hope he does, because I thought he looked like Spider-Man tonight, man. Big up Richie Rich. How you doing, my friend? Big up Richie Rich. Big up your boy. JAK to the E. Love that little G. How you mean, man? He's wicked, man. Doing his thing, man. Wicked, man. That was a good show, Richard. That what was it? It was E20's own Mr. James Fever, who is legendary, and Luke from the Three Hammers, who is a gentleman. What a nice man. What a nice man. And yeah, I thought that was a brilliant show. Well done. Hats off. Straight up, man. Um, Lots of them, mate. Yeah, no, I know. I see that. They just ride the bandwagon. They ride the bandwagon. Down. I see that. Like, they just want to go there, make some fast money, teach, and then split. I get you, but no, you done stayed there for 20 years. So hats off to you, Doc. Straight up, man. Kudos to you. And Richie Rich is, if you're free at 7:45 tonight, our time, put it in your diary. I will. Do you like this hat, Rich? I love this hat. I got this hat at the bowling ground, man. Let me put it so you can see it right. Hold on. Ah, there you go. I hope you can see it right. Yeah, I got this hat at the bowling ground, man. When I forget what match it was. I forget what match it was, so it must have been so memorable. It was because it was at the bowling ground, but I forget who we played, man. I forget who we played for the life of me. I think no, we because I went to see Sunderland there when West Ham won the championship, and Michael Matthew Etherington scored, and we lost 2-1, and that was the season when we were fighting to get into one of the top six places. We ended up getting into the top six, one of the top six places. This is 2005, and yeah, we ended up going to the Millennium Stadium because Wembley was being built at that time. So we couldn't play the final at Wembley. And who did we play? We played Preston North End, I think it was. And I could have gone to the Millennium Stadium. I could have gone. My uncle, my uncle had tickets, and I could have gone. But my ticket, believe it or not, and this is no word of a lie, my ticket to come home was on the 29th, and the match was on the 30th. I kid you not. I kid you not. 100% true story. And I was like this close to just like, I want to extend my trip, or extend my ticket. But to extend my ticket, it would have costed me like around, was it like 300 to 500 quid, man, or 300 to 500 British sterling, and I couldn't afford it. And I also had a girl this side that wanted me to come home, and she surprised me. Like when I came home, like my mom and dad came to pick me up from the airport, and then we go back to our local Queen's Head, best pub ever. And it's like, yeah, we went to the Queen's Head, and then she came in. And this is honest to God, true story. She dyed her hair blonde whilst I was away because she was a brunette, right? And I love brunettes. And she was a brunette, and she dyed her hair blonde. Like she told me she was gonna do it, or she might have even told me she'd done it. But like, she was already a skinny mini, and she lost like 10, 15 pounds, which is like 1 stone and a bit. You know what I mean? And then she walked into the Queen's Head with this blonde hair, weighing like a stone less than she did before. And I did not recognize her. I did not recognize her. It was madness. It was madness. I had the barkeep, like bartender, like behind the pub, dog, just like looking at me like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need your head checked out?" Like, no, it was madness, man. It was madness, man. It was like, yo, but yeah. So for her and the fact that it cost too much, I was not able to go. But I would have loved to have gone to that Millennium Stadium game against Preston North End. That was Vaz Day, wasn't it? That was it. Bobby Zamora and Vaz Day. I think it might have been. Still, I think it might have been, man. But yeah, now I'm just talking a bunch of codswallop. So listen, I'm gonna let y'all go. Rich, I'm gonna get a hold of you. Yeah, 2:45. I'm down. That is hold up. Yeah, that's 7:45. So it's 2:45 my time. Definitely down. I got your boy like yo all day long. So yeah, man. I gotta get home, get some sleep, and I will be up. Go check out West Ham Unofficial. 7:45 UK time, which is 19:45 UK time, and which is in Canada, if anybody's watching in Canada, 2:45 North American time, Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Daz is saying two things. My son thinks Jake is great. I have a 14-year-old who is into his fantasy and in JP's league, Wicked, with Jake. Love from Thailand. Love yourself, man. Big up yourself, Daza. It was a pleasure talking with you tonight. Richie Rich, I'm pleased you came on. I'll definitely be there for your boy. How do you mean? Any day, all day. I got you. And yo, Daz is saying take care, Peach. Of course I will. How do you mean, man? All day long. And big up Rise. Big up Rise, Mr. Egg Fried Rise. All right. Y'all be good. Yes, we are effing massive. We are effing random. And we are West Ham unofficial at 7:45. You get me? Big yourself up. Big up Hammers Fans United too. Don't know. Peace out.